And welcome, race fans, here to the Doublemint Cup Series here at Old Spice. Jessica Emery leads us down to the green flag as we are underway. 42 drivers are looking for a win here at this road course, as there you see Tommy Turbo making it 3 wide into the first corner. An aggressive maneuver from the 95, looking for his 3rd win of the season. But right now it's the battle between Jessica Emery and Jeffrey Fingai side by side. Into the left-hander they go. Fingai up the racetrack, and Emery holds on to the lead. Car number 44 to the front of the field, and Jeffrey Fingai is not going to hesitate, trying to make a move around that RPM machine. The arrow pushed really high here at Old Spice here. Fingai hard on the brakes here, Emery as well. We have a lot of road course ringers in the circuit that have very much experience with using their brakes properly and wisely. They can use it a bit harder than all the other ones can, and we got a car blowing up near the back. William Brock having issues with the Tommy Balliner racing machine. A tough break for his team. They've been struggling all season, really pretty much a downfall since the first season of Doublemint, and really they haven't really been able to recover ever since. But Ian Dudd taking the spot away from Tommy Turbo, or at least trying to defend his position, and looks like he's going to be able to do so successfully there. But Tommy Turbo is not going to give him a fight. That Post-it 95 machine looking very strong on the grid here. But there you see Bill Gunther there in what I believe will be the 5th position there. The Dockside machine has been rather quiet, but hasn't had the best of luck all season here. Bill Gunther trying to get himself on the charge here late in the season here. As there you see more cars battling it out. Seth Cole and Jesse Turner there. 3 wide action there. Aljaber Nascas now trying to get around Charles Sanford there. Sanford's very high up in the point standings here coming in. He and Duncan are actually battling it out for the points lead there. Charles Sanford yet without a win this season, but he's done a fantastic job here of keeping his consistency rate going. Certainly should be able to make the chase with the amount of multiple winners here in the circuit here today in the last couple races. So I think he pretty much just has to finish solid here for Riki, which will be the next round. And I think he'll be locked in, so otherwise, focusing back to the front here, Jessica Emery now trying to pull a cushion over Jeffrey Fingai here in that 14 car. Fingai joined in the season late coming in. Looking near the rest of the field here, there's Dylan Young there. Haven't talked too much about him. One of the few drivers on the bubble from what I recollect. So Team Penske has found success with Johnny Gardner's car, but they haven't found as much for Dylan Young. Meanwhile, you're looking at the back of the pack here. Jack James, or Kansas winner, kind of struggling with the handling of his race car. Ganassi kind of a bit off in their program here. There you see Zachary Fitzwater there as well in the 43. Looks like we had, everybody was in here. Just O'Neal Baldwin's been struggling. Ganassi really struggling with their road course program here today. There you see Pat Johnson, William Duncan, our Dubai winner, coming in here, running near the mid-pack area. So I think they're really just trying to really cruise on for the rest of the season here until the chase begins, which is only give it a race or two. So William Duncan now diving into the corner really hard on Vince Freeze, and that causes him to spin out. He went wide there, and there you see more cars scrambling. There, Angel Navarro, Baldwin, looks like Richard Johnson, Ryder Barnes there, and no caution on the track there. You see another battle here, Kyle Matthews and JT Bryant going at it. More position there, and watch the lines, they're going to invert here. Bryant's going to be hard on the brakes here, and using a bit of that little apron there, and Bryant will take the spot away from Kyle Matthews just like that, with Dylan Young hounding that 24 not too far behind. And looks like Matthews is going to fight back on the outside line. It's going to invert back to the inside groove here, and Kyle Matthews with the great momentum off the corner there. There's Dylan Young getting challenged by JT Bryant there, and there you see the 25 of Eric Rodriguez. He's been kind of struggling this season too. Jesse Turner was in the 25 last season, and Turner's still continuing to struggle this year. Hasn't found much success running in 12th though, so Turner's having to try and find something right here. Maybe they can snatch a win out of their rear end, maybe at the last race here, or just go for a win at the end of the regular season, end of the chase season here. As wow, Tommy Turbo got a heck of a loose there. As there you see Bill Gunther now on the pouncing attack there. And the caution is out. Looks like Zachary Fitzwater might have had some issues there. I think he might have just wheel hopped the thing and they decided to bring it out for some odd reason. So I think there might have been a limit there. Gunther hard on the brakes on Mike Cock there. And not able to take the spot away. As they're going to take the caution flag here, Jessica Emery is currently your leader at the line. Yeah, it looks like Fitzwater just lost the car off the corner, and for some odd reason they brought out the caution for someone that was running near the back of the field there. So really odd caution. I don't know what the caution flags were, the caution people were doing, but what NASCAR was doing. But Fitzwater with a rough start here, didn't qualify too well. Already in the dumps here at Old Spice to be exact. He's running high up in the points, so he doesn't need this run to happen whatsoever. Coming to the one to go signal, Finguy made some contact between the 44 and the 14. You see some front end damage there. So the green flag was back in the air. William Brox put the car behind the wall with mechanical issues there, but Tommy Turbo is going to fight back on the outside groove, trying to take the second spot away from Jeffrey Finguy. You see a lot of cars scrambling on the upper grooves of the racetrack there, trying to get positions one by one. There you see Dylan Schwalmberg, Nick Gunther diving into the corner really deep, trying to get around Gabe Williams. And looks like he'll be able to, as there you see Dylan Schwalmberg on the charge as well. There's Kev Shear, Seth Cole. Seth Cole using the outside groove that time around. And into the banked corner right here, it is like an intermediate. Here they come. Into the left-hander. Hard on the brakes. Who will wheel hop, who won't? Schwalmberg dives it in deep underneath Jonathan Raines, trying to take the spot away. Kev Shear, Joshua Sekuli trying to do the same thing. And Jesse Turner has come down pit lane. Looks like, I don't know if it's going to be pit strategy or they're just reporting an issue on the 17 car. But Jesse Turner is down pit lane, coming out of it right now. Does not hit that wall, and he does not. But Finguy right on the quarter panel, trying to reel in Jessica Emery. This 44 car has some speed, high up in the points as well. Just like Charles Sanford, they're pretty consistent. So if they can run a good race today or even win, this will help their chances exponentially here at Old Spice. But you see Tommy Turbo running in the third spot, ran solid at Mexico City, didn't really have the best car until strategy came into play at the end, finished second. So Tommy Turbo has a lot of confidence coming in here, maybe hoping to get another victory here in the Doublemint Cup Series. Win number 3 possibly? Who knows? Basically a few small chicanes right over there. And Jeffrey Finguy just really nails that corner really well. I think it's really one of his best sectors on the track. Hard on the brakes again on the left-hander. He's got a run on the inside groove. Jeffrey Finguy trying to fight around that 44 car. But that 4 is really strong here in clean air. So I think Jessica Emery's got the car to beat. And she's coming down pit lane. Looks like we've got ourselves some pit strategy here into play here at Old Spice. Looks like nobody else is going to try and really follow that strategy here. So looks like a lot of them are going to be staying out for a couple more laps here. I don't know where the pit window is, but Jeffrey Finguy now cycles up as your leader. But Tommy Turbo is right there behind him. That 95 car has a lot of speed. They did last season, and certainly a lot more this season here. So they've really done themselves a favor for Chris Dodd's team. The 95 and the 88 both had some speed this season, but the 95's really shown the more consistent speed compared to Chris Dodd's wins. So, you know, those two both had 2 wins, but Tommy Turbo is definitely the more consistent driver in the circuit. Mike Cock running in the third spot here. He's really trying to gain some points here. If he wants to be chase eligible, he has to pass somebody full time in the Doublemint Cup Series with a win. So, or even 2 wins will just lock himself in no matter what the circumstance. Finguy takes it nice and easy into that corner. Bill Gunther had an excellent final corner there. You see Kev Shear now battling Seth Cole for position. Cole fights back on the outside groove there. Kyle Matthews, which lane will he choose? You see a lot of them are going to try and do their little racing arc here, their own individual lines on the racetrack, but most of them are following a common groove, so they can follow this car right here, Jeffrey Finguy. You're wondering about Jesse Turner? There he is right there. Looks like he's a lap down, so I think something amiss happened with the 17 car, so Turner's season's really just gone from bad to worse here, so I don't think Turner's going to be too happy with how he's performed at this team. And Ian Dutta with an aggressive move on Jeremy Jones. That was utter close to the wall right there. Ian Dutta, that was a great pass on that Alpha machine there. The Alpha Energy Solutions machine. I think he's got one of the faster cars as well. Now trying to get around O'Neal Balvin on the outside line here. And looks like he's going to try and dive it in deep yet again. And will it work on the outside line? Yes, it will. Ian Dutta's just on the charge here at Old Spice. I don't know if he's taking tires yet or just the car. They've done something well with the H. Scott machine. But Dutta's trying to get on the move here. Got around Vince Freeze just now. So, yeah, that's a fast race car, all right. Will Goss now battling Pat Johnson for position. Down on the inside he goes. Pat Johnson, will he fight back on the outside line? Yes, he will. Pat Johnson now trying to defend his position there. Chris Don, you've seen the Nationwide Insurance 88, not too far behind as well. And there's another battle here. Luis Hernandez now trying to get around Gabe Williams. Dylan Schwalmberg right behind his teammate of the 18. But Jeffrey Fingai has maintained his lead for quite some time here. But look at the 95. He's just as fast as Jeffrey Fingai. It's a matter of fact of if he can pass him. Catching the driver is one thing, but finding the proper area to pass him is another. And Fingai has front end damage, but it doesn't look like it's affecting the car too much. I expected the radiator to get a bit bent up because of that, but looks like it hasn't done anything effective at all for Jeffrey Fingai. That's really caused him to fade off in pace, and looks like they're coming in for their pit stops here. And they have pitted on lap 15. The question is, will they make it to the end? Will this be a one-stop race for those drivers that just came in here? But compared to Emery, maybe some of the others, will this be a two-stop strategy? But as of right now, that does put Bill Gunther as your leader here. Betty Johnson running in second. But Bill Gunther's just trying to really cruise on here. He hasn't had the best season either compared to Nick, who has a win. But even Nick Gunther hasn't had much luck here in the Doublemint Cup Series ever since that. Same thing with Kyle Matthews in the 24. And there you see another battle here. O'Neal Balvin and Theo Segal are going at it there. A little bit of a pissy fight there. And looks like Theo Segal is going to try and outbreak this one car here. See what he can do. But I think Ian Dutta slowly slicing through cars here. More cars will be coming in. Dutta stays out an extra lap here, so looks like he's going to try and stretch the thing out to see what he can do on terms of track position here on the racetrack. There you see Jesse Turner there. Remember, he's a couple laps down. But Ian Dutta now will be cycling up as your leader here. I think he's going to try and stretch the fuel load here to see what he can do. We saw what happened at Dubai. William Duncan won the race on fuel strategy here. So, like, you can stay out a few laps and maybe you can make it to the end. So, we know Dutta will be guaranteed a one-stop race here. Looks like I think the limit might be about 15 laps or so. 15, the pit window might be 15 to 17 laps here. So I think Ian Dutta will be safe on gas in terms of the fuel strategy into play. But the question is where track position will play for Ian Dutta in the 32. Pretty much most of the field, the top three there out of pit lane, stayed really pretty much constant, but they got to chase down now Jessica Emery if they want to do something about it. And remember, Emery's on older tires compared to the 1495 and 3 car. To see what they can do about the that. So I think the fresh tires are going to kick into play here. You prefer to have newer tires than older. So, and you see the graphics there. Look at that, racing 10 out of 10 here at Old Spice there. That is 144p at its finest there. But Jeffrey Fingai and all the others are going to be on the charge here to catch Jessica Emery here. Emery, like I said, has not won a race yet, so... But if Jeffrey Fingai wins a race, he has to pass somebody full time. I reiterated that several times, but just to be a reassurance, Jeffrey Fingai is the guy to look out for. But anybody that hasn't won a race yet could spoil a playoff spot, or a chase spot to be exact. Out of 16 drivers, that's going to really close the gap for those having to make it in on points. So it looks like, I think that might be the 20. Yes, Dylan Schwalmberg having issues in pit lane. They reported something wrong with the motor of his car. So that's a tough break for Dylan Schwalmberg, already with 2 wins this season, but that's certainly not going to help his chances of getting a solid finish today here at Old Spice. But you gotta give a shout out to the Front Row Motorsports team of Bill Gunther, Nick Gunther, and the 38 of Jonathan Rains. Those three are all running inside the top 10 here, all doing an excellent job. Here on the track, Dutta again staying out another lap. I think he's trying to go to lap 20, maybe 21. Let's see what he does, but he's got a solid gap, but I think based on pit stops, he's definitely going to lose that lead by a long shot here. And there's Schwalbenberg coming out of pit lane. They're trying to fix something in that motor and get him out on track to give a couple more laps or so to see if there's anything else they need to repair. But right now, Finguy and Turbo, as well as the three of Mike Koch, are going to be on a mission. There's Dylan Schwalbenberg coming out of pit lane, and there's Jessica Emery right in front of the Haas machine there. Jeffrey Finguy's going to be one to look out for. I think Seth Cole might have gone off there. He might have spun the car out, so looks like Josh Sakuli is going to try and fight for position there on the inside line here. That's the preferred groove there in the first corner, and looks like he'll take it away. So Cody Lamas also on the charge here. He's trying to get a solid effort here. He's running around the 16th spot. So I think that's certainly what they've wanted to see here. But right now, I think they're all just trying to run off here. But Ian Dutta still has yet to pit here currently at Old Spice. I really have nothing else to say about this 32 there. I think they're just really going for a risky strategy. They are really far down in points, and they know they have to win if they want to make it into the chase here. And I think they're willing to take that risk here. Dutta, I don't know if it will pay out. Here he comes down pit lane. Ian Dutta will be a taker at last. And there you see Jessica Emery there, and Jeffrey Finguy. The gap has closed down drastically here. Finguy drives the corner wide, a really awkward apex out of the corner there. But I think he'll be able to catch her at this momentous pace that Finguy's had. This is fundamental to where track position is going to lay, and Emery does come down pit lane, so they're going for the two-stopper here. Emery's just reported something wrong with that 44 there, but Jeffrey Finguy is in the catbird seat of taking the lead away here from Ian Dutta, which he does, actually. He passes him, and there you see Finguy. It's a three-car battle for position here. But I think Finguy knows what to do at this road course. He knows his pace. He knows what he needs to do. He knows the limits and the restrictions. So I think this 14 car could be in victory lane today unless Tommy Turbo denies him. He got passed by Johnny Gardner at Mexico City in the first corner on the last lap. And certainly that was a gut feeling for this 95 team. They wanted to win a race badly. Another one to be exact, their third win, and well, it ended up just short getting passed by the 22, which gave Gardner their second win of the season for Team Penske here. As into the left-hander there, Dylan Schwalbenberg's blowing up the 20, blowing up on the racetrack. He's going to yield to the right-hand side, and well, certainly not going to help his case. And Emery slaps the wall off of pit lane. That's heavy damage to the 44 machine. What a turn of events for Dylan Schwalbenberg. His day's just gone from bad to worse again. And there's going to be oil in the track. The caution is not out so far. Not quite sure why they're not bringing it out. But Dylan Schwalbenberg's causing a massive oil spill on the track. They're going to have to do something about it. As Dylan Schwalbenberg is signaling to his crew chief, or telling his crew chief that they're done for the day, definitely. And he's rather upset because he knows he could have had a good shot here today if the engine didn't have issues. So, or at least a solid top 10 effort here, as he's going to have to signal his way. He's trying to give a hand signal out. And here he comes down pit lane. PJ Williams runs into the back of the 20, and both cars go spinning. The caution is out, and two Joe Gibbs racing cars are wrecked. Just like that, but both cars are already in the chase, so it doesn't really matter. But what a tough break for PJ Williams there. He had no place to go there. I don't think Schwalbenberg could have controlled that either, but the caution is out on the racetrack. And you saw exactly what happened when two drivers, one coming in and one trying to stay out on the racetrack, collide. And that's certainly going to end Schwalbenberg's day. I think the same thing with PJ Williams here as well. Their cases are most likely done for the day here at Old Spice. So there, I guess they already addressed the one-go signal, and Emery was impatient on that start and nearly turned the 14 on the restart there. The green flag back in the air, but Emery showed a lot of impatience there. I'm not quite sure what that was about. but Jessica Emery was rather upset with Jeffrey Fingai. I think that might have been from the contact earlier in the event there, and that's probably why Emery's rather upset. Also because the contact came out at a terrible time. As we're looking near the back half of the field here, there's Johnny Gardner, our Mexico City winner. Remember, he's one of the few that have gotten 2 wins this season, so they're trying to figure out something at the end there. So, but right now, Jessica Emery trying to now fight her way back onto the lead lap, but I think her race is certainly done. At this rate, obviously, she's going to be out of contention of the running here. What a tough break for Jessica Emery here. Had issues in pit lane and issues on the track, and it's not helped her case whatsoever, but Fingai here leading with about 5 laps to go here at Old Spice. I couldn't quite count for a moment. But Jeffrey Fingai has just put a really comfortable gap over Tommy Turbo, Mike Cock, Bill Gunther, and Betty Johnson. So we want to mention her again. They're doing an excellent job for Burger King Racing. Nick Gunther running in the 6th spot there. And looks like we've got problems for Johnny Gardner. Another car blowing up in the back. That's Vince Freeze in the 31. So 2 cars having issues simultaneously. And looks like they're going to be stopped on the racetrack. Look out, everybody. And yep, both cars are just stalled. And that's going to bring out the caution. And that will change everything yet again. Fingai's going to have to wait here for another restart here, another attempt. If he can hold off Tommy Turbo. Certainly not what he wanted to see here. But could it save him enough gas here? Because you can save some gas under caution here. So they could try and stretch it to the end. So I think Fingai could be good on gas at this rate, as well as those that stayed out or in the similar pit strategy as him here. So Fingai, a bit of a bubble driver here. He's one of the few replacements coming in late. He's wanting to win this badly. This is it. This will be our final restart in our attempt for a green run. Jessica Emery still upset with Jeffrey Fingai there. Green flag in the air, and Emery passes Fingai before the line. But that's not going to matter. She's already on the lead lap now. She's not battling for the 14th for position, as she did flip a bird on Jeffrey Fingai, and they have black flagged the 44 here, and they might have been. So we have to see what the 44 is going to do here. But Fingai is going to have to hold off Tommy Turbo there. Bill Gunther looking low for the 3rd spot. And the 3 is going to try and deny him. But Bill Gunther down the inside line. But Mike Cock will he fight back on the outer groove here. The outside momentum, the exit speed. And he does. Bill Gunther still charging though. At 34 car looking very strong. But not able to pass the 3. Emery down pit lane. They have black flagged her for passing the leader before the green. For the line there. And Jeffrey Fingai now trying to run away from Tommy Turbo, Mike Cock. That's your top 3. Those 3 have been at it. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go. And there you see some battling over there. But Jeffrey Fingai is the guy we're going to have to look out for here. Coming into the final few corners of this racetrack. He's got to conquer all of them. Each and every one slowly but surely. Jeffrey Fingai, one of the replacements like I mentioned. He replaced Elijah Gordon in the series. He's had a pretty solid average finish there, probably around those of higher up caliber equipment and those high up in the point standings. But Jeffrey Fingai, he's pulling the gap away from Tommy Turbo. Can you believe it? Jeffrey Fingai, a road course ringer coming in. We knew he had a good shot, but we didn't expect him, out of all people, to come here with a very high expectations of dominating this race. And coming off the final corner, Jeffrey Fingai finds victory lane here and wins at Old Spice. What a sensational run for Jeffrey Fingai. Can you believe it? They pulled the shot clock cheese of the century here. They went full on clutch with a win like that. And if they can pass, like I said, if they can pass somebody full time in points, this is going to be crucial for them here today. What a weekend for Stewart-Haas Racing for this 14 team. But look at Front Row Motorsports. 34 car finishes 4th. Then you got the 35 and the 38 finishing 7th and 8th respectively. What a grand effort here today at Old Spice. Jeffrey Fingai finds victory lane here. Sensational run for the 14. An impressive effort here with such a little experience with the Gen 6 car here in this the Doublemint Cup Series here for Season 2. But, well, unfortunately this race is a bit delayed there because of the audio issues, but Congratulations to Jeffrey Finga on winning. I'll show you the results here at the end, as well as the point standings here, as it's going to be tight here. We only have one race left in the regular season after this, and that will be Riki Raceway. This has been DJ Curtis, also known as M2003 Gamer here, and I'll be signing out here. Have fun, everybody, and we'll see you all at Riki.